What's good, family? How y'all been? I've been chilling. I'm a little under the weather right now, so this video gonna be a little different. Hopefully y'all can hear me. But I'm gonna set y'all right here. This damn, it's a little awkward, but I'm gonna make do with it. This is part two to exposing the Bible with common sense and discernment. You see right here. It's on the front facing camera. My fault. I got my notes right here, my laptop right here, and some other shit. Let's get straight into it. So we're on chapter 1, Genesis. Genesis chapter 1, Proverb 9. Is that how you say it? I forget. Sorry, I'm a little. This teaching is going to be a little, you know what I'm saying? I ain't feeling the best, but we're going to make do with what we got. Spiritually, I'm good. Spiritually, hey, I'm there. I'm here. I'm here. But physically, we're going to make do. And so we're using discernment, right? So we're not going to be saying God, we're going to be saying Lucifer. Even though God and Lucifer are unconscious titles and they're actually not real beings, they're just another aspect of you or me or myself. And Lucifer said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together into one place, and let the dry lands appear." And it was so. So then I wrote, I believe we talked about this before, but how can my bad, y'all. Hey, oh shit, this camera is not that good. I ain't gonna lie to you. My phone is running out of space, so that's for the cut. I need to get a new phone because I ain't got shit on here. That's crazy. But like I was saying, how can an unconscious title speak? How can God speak? Why would God speak when I am that I am? But even saying that is a contradiction. Let me slow down. It's a contradiction in itself, because God will not speak, but I am not God. I am a part of God. I'm a part of God, but physically, I'm not God. I am that I am. Okay. Next. And Lucifer called the dry lands earth, and the gathering together of the waters called the seas. And Lucifer saw that it was good. Earth slash the hologram simulation we are observing is an unconscious title. It's a simulation. There is no such thing as Earth. It's a realm of existence. And beyond these ice walls, we have other realms or outer lands. Okay? Seas as well. Calling the seas seas is an unconscious title. It's everything is a part of you and your thoughts. You are a thought and consciousness. So everything around you that you physically see is just a part of you. Okay, this is a good one. If God saw that the ocean or seas were good, why is pollution? Why is there pollution? Why? I was gonna say, why is pollution a thing? But it sounded better to say, why is there pollution? Hey, my bad, y'all. I'm pushing through. I've been wanting to get this out for a minute, but things happen, and now I'm like this. So I just gotta do it. Pollution would be non-existent if the seas were good. And Lucifer said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth," and saw that it was so. If God was a man, he could not physically produce any of this by himself. If God was a gender, it would be a woman. Only feminine energy can bring forth life into this realm of existence. How can an unconscious title create this experience if it was never here to begin with? You feel me? You feel me? Okay, this is Proverb 14. Genesis chapter 1, Proverb 14. If I'm saying that right. If I'm not saying that right, I'm gonna correct myself. But let's keep on going. And Lucifer said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years." What is light if we are born blind? 0.0035% of the light spectrum is what we physically see. We see 0.0035% of life. What is day? What is night if it's night somewhere else when it's day here? And if it's night here, but it's day somewhere else, what the fuck is that? It's like when people read this, this is the King James version, by the way. Not that it matters, but it's like when people read this, they just throw common sense out the window because they're worshiping a title outside of themselves. This shit is crazy. But let's keep on going. Proverb 16. It's a proverb. My fault. And Lucifer made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. Okay. This would mean that the stars. This would mean that the sun and moon are local within the firmament. Sorry, I thought my phone lost storage again. I was like, and I believe in the book of Enoch, it talks about how I have the book of Enoch. I don't know where it's at. Somewhere in here. I'm not trying to get up. But in the book of Enoch, it talks about the sun and the moon, about how they are luminaries, and they are the same. It said circumference. It didn't say circumference. It didn't say that. But it said they were similar in size. Okay. All right, and again, how can an unconscious title create consciousness or what was never there in the first place? Like, this shit is just common sense. Okay. Proverb 18. I'm not saying this right. Am I saying this right? Hold up, y'all. I gotta look it up. Let's see. Boom, boom. Verse. My fault. Verse. I just started reading the Bible to use discernment for myself to read through the lies, because when you read through the lies and decode that by using discernment, it allows you to remember so much more. I don't say, well, I sometimes I do say learning, but it's something I've been trying to break the habit of saying I love to learn, because what are we learning if we're just remembering? Okay. What was it? Hold on. Hold on. It said. Verse. My fault. Chapter 1, verse 18. And to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And Lucifer saw that it was good. Come on, bro. A ruler is no God. Once again, this is a God complex. Okay, so for Proverbs, I said vert. My fault. From verses 20 to 25, I just wrote one thing, and I said, a man cannot reproduce on his own. This would be feminine energy. And I ain't gonna read it. You can, I'll have it. I'll have it pulled up right here the whole entire time, so you see what I'm reading off of. Even though I'm reading most of it, but this time I didn't read it. Beginning later on in the video, I'm not going to read um the verses. Chapter 1, verse 26, 27, 28. Okay, so I'm trying to see what I wrote because this was a while ago. But I'll be reading verse 26, but this includes 27 and 28. Yeah, okay. Let's go. And Lucifer said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over flesh of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth under the earth. Okay. Only the ego / Satan, because the ego is Satan, it's just an aspect of you. Only Satan, ego, would want dominion over consciousness. Or soulless vessels, which would be, in my perspective, vril like substance or vril drones. You know what I'm saying? Look that up. That's when you have the parasite in the eye. It's very interesting. I will do a teaching on that. That's actually in my notes. Okay, verse 29. And Lucifer said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meats. In this verse, God is saying that we should be eating fruits and vegetables, not fast food, not fast food, not corn syrup, not candy. God would never be speaking in the first place. Once again, let me check this message. Oh, my fault, y'all. Genesis chapter 2, verse 1. So we're on chapter 2 now, okay? Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And I'm going to read verse 2 as well. And on the seventh day, Lucifer / Satan ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day. Sorry, I'm like having trouble seeing. From all his work he had made. Again, how can an unconscious title create consciousness? And how does creation end when it is infinite? How can energy get tired? Really? They sloppy with this shit. They mad sloppy with this shit. Why was rest needed? Sorry, my eyes. Why was rest needed? Who is keeping track of time when time is man-made? Time doesn't even exist to itself. This shit is so crazy. Shit is so crazy. All right. Verse 3. And Satan blessed the seventh day and sanctified it. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Sanctified it. Because that in it he had rested from all his work which Satan created and made. How can you sanctify? One moment. We're going to make sure we saying this right. Sanctify. My fault. Okay. So this is what I said. How can you sanctify a day or days of the week? Now, we talking about WEAK, week, if every day is like the other, just with more added unconscious bullshit. And idolizing Nordic gods. So let me pull this up. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. So Tyre is the Norse god of war and justice for Tuesday. Wednesday is Odin or Woden, the one eye king of the gods, which is interesting. One eye king, the all seeing eye. And it's always the left eye that's missing. I don't know if Odin does. I ain't gonna check right now. But I know Fediwap has the left eye. Anyways. Thursday, Thor. Friday, Frigg. Saturday, named after the Roman god Saturn. Sunday, named after the sun, Sol. Monday, named after the moon, Mani. I thought one was Helios. I know I'm right about that. This must have shown me something else. Helios is associated with Sunday. Okay, Helios is Greek, Sol, Roman. Okay. I should have known that. But we still, hey, knowledge is infinite. You feel me? Chapter 2, verse 7. So we skipping a little bit. We going down the line. We don't need to talk about all this. All this right here. We don't need to talk about that. And Satan formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. When have you seen a man be created by the dust of the ground? When have you seen that? When? When have you gone outside and seen some dude get formed by the dust of the ground? Where is common sense? Where is common sense? What is the breath? My fault. What is the breath of life if we are breathing in consciousness, aka ourselves? Man is an unconscious title. How can a soul be living if we were never living to begin with? Sorry, I can't even. I'm not trying to go like this. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. It was never dead nor alive to begin with. A soul was never. Yeah, a soul was never alive nor dead to begin with. A soul, the having a soul. How can you own something if you are that reflection? So that's the thought. I'm contradicting myself. Because wouldn't you, aren't you the soul? You wouldn't have a soul. You are the soul. You are the observer. Verse 9. How can something be. Okay, so I'm not reading it no more, but I will pull it up so I can read it for y'all. So, verse 9. And out of the ground made Satan to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food, and the tree of life is also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. What is good to good if evil thinks it's being good in its perspective when it's being bad? What is good to good if good isn't good to itself? What is bad to bad if bad can't be bad to itself? Contradictions. Like, when you contradict unconscious titles, it just makes so much sense. It just makes so much sense. Like this shit is funny. This shit is it's too funny. All right, we're gonna jump to verse 19. We're gonna jump to verse 19. And out of the ground Satan formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. An unconscious title naming other reflections, unconscious titles, spreading unconscious bullshit. And verse 22. This is the end of the chapter. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. This is the end of this teaching for the Bible study. And and the rib which Satan had taken from the man made he a woman and brought her unto the man. This kind of speaks for the rest of the chapter for Genesis chapter 2, but it's just common sense. When have you seen a woman be formed from the rib of a man? That's all I gotta say. Oh shit. Alright, so I'm gonna show y'all some gematria that I did right here. Okay. Who is Lord God? This is the title for this gematria lesson. It's not that much. It's really not that much. It's only 2 ciphers, but I will go ahead and explain these 2 ciphers to you the best I can possible. Ordinal cipher, the most basic gematria numerology format. Here's an example right here. It shows you right here. Red fiery dragon. So what it does is the alphabet is from A1 to Z26. Okay. So each letter has a number backed behind it. This is how they create language with numbers. Numbers is the language of the universe. Okay. So by decoding these numbers, you get more numbers that add up, right? So you add up red. R is 18, E is 5, D is 4. You get 27. Same here. Different though, not the same. But same concept. And these numbers equal into 141. So any word that equals 141 may have correlation with the word. So let's say you put, just for an example, who is Lord God? Ordinal cipher 149. Lord God Lucifer 149. So this adds up. This is how you decode languages. Next, the Sumerian cipher. It is called sexagesimal. When I first seen that, I did not know how to say that. So that's what I'm showing you. Sexagesimal. Okay. And sexagesimal is a numerology format that goes by the base of 60. So basically, let's go in here. If I remember correctly, so let's say you had red, right? What you would do is you would add the number of the letter, just like this. Red, you get 27. You would times 27 by 6, not 60, because in gematria or in numerology, 0, I can't say numerology, I can say for gematria. In gematria, 0 has no value. So if you have, let's say you have 109 and you have another word that is 19, going on that formula or off of that idea, that concept, it would be equal to the same word because 0 has no value. So if we times 27 by 6, 63 by 6, 59 by 6, I will go ahead and show you right now. I'll pull up a calculator. Okay, so 27 times 6 equals 162, right? Let's go back to our Gematria. 63 next. So we're going to save this. Let me write it down so I won't forget it. You know what I'm saying? Because I will forget that. All right, we're just gonna type it in because I can't find my pencil. 163. Okay, we're just saving that. 63 times 6. 162, my fault. What was it? 63? Now we will do, how do we clear this? I ain't never used this one before. 63 times 6 equals 378. So let's save that as well. 378. Now the last one, 59 times 6. 59 times 6. That equals 354. So if we add 354 to the other two numbers, 378, 378, 732, and we add 162, 162, equals 894, which is the numerical amounts of our Sumerian cipher, 894. So you see how it works. Pretty simple. That is how the Sumerians did their, what is the word? Sexagesimal. Sexagesimal. Okay, so y'all understand this. So right here, who is Lord God? I'll keep it like that. Lord God Lucifer. I mean, come on now. He's Antichrist. Which, I will say in the unholy trinity, here we go. The unholy trinity, the dragon represents Satan, right? In some images, it's red. In some images, it's not. But its wings are. So this is something that I thought was interesting. The last one I got was Red Fiery Dragon, which would refer to Satan and the unholy trinity. So yeah, that's something I got. Pope John Paul, need I say more? Rosicrucians, Skull and Bones, Rothschild, Rosicrucian Cabal. These are all society secret societies, but they're just society of secrets. And what they do is they receive information outside of themselves that they can receive within themselves, and they sell themselves out. And then I got Saturn cults, which could correlate to Rosicrucian. I'm not sure if I'm saying that. Rosicrucian, Rothschild, Skull and Bones. Yeah. Quantum War. This is a quantum war because they speak through symbolisms and numerology. Numerology is quantum. This is quantum level in this realm of existence, in this enclosed realm of existence that we are existing in temporarily. Just like one example could be the all-seeing eye. The all-seeing eye is the eye of Ra. The all-seeing eye is on the dollar bill. I'm trying to think of any other examples. Odin. Here we go. Well, let's show it. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, he's missing his right eye. Is he? He's missing his right eye. But still, one eye symbolism. Let's go back to the Gematria. No to the New World Order. Very interesting. Who is the god of this realm? Ask yourself that. Okay. Feminine energy. I put this here because if there was to be if let me rephrase that. If God had a gender, right? If God had a gender, it would be female. It would be feminine energy. Because feminine energy is the only energy that can reproduce. Then I have Rosicrucian Cabal. If you don't know what Cabal is, it's like I got the definition right here for you. That is not the definition. Cabal.
Cabal.
A secret political clique or faction. So, in the same way, you could say, not esoteric, maybe occultic. But these groups, Rosicrucian, not sure if I'm saying that right, Rosicrucian, Rothschild, Skull and Bones, Freemasons, York Rite, Scottish Rite. They are practicing occultism and esoteric knowledge in cabals. Then the last one, Red Fiery Dragon. Anyways, that's it for the Gematria. And you can really honestly expose anyone through Gematria, even yourself. So you can go to this website right here. When you look up Gematria calculator, this will be the first one that pops up. I'm pretty sure. This is the link, gematrix.org. And how you use it is you are going to do, like, let's say Ariana Grande, right? Let's do it. I don't pay any mind to the Jewish gematria because it's never really gotten me anywhere. But you scroll down until you get to the English and simple gematria. This will translate to the ordinal, to the Sumerian, all that. And you want to make sure it has the same simple number, which would be 93, right? Okay, so let's go back to our Gematria calculator. If we type in Ariana Grande, it's going to come out as 93. You see what I'm saying? This is simple Gematria, ordinal, 93. Simple English Gematria. So let's see what comes up for Ariana Grande. Saturn, the first one. Saturn worshiper. Okay, what else? Moonchild. All these other celebrities. Dominion. Come on, give me some. End of Days. I hamburger pops up. Give me something good. Come on, Gematria. I said that's all. Nah, propaganda. God's Son. Gatekeeper. Crucifix. I am Yahweh. Bisexual. I'm gonna try it again. We'll do one more. This ain't really giving us nothing. You know, sometimes you really gotta search. Other times, it'll come right to you. Spurs. That's interesting. Red shoes. Checkerboard. That's very interesting. Checkerboard. Sorry, my phone just said low battery. Checkerboard, if you know what that means in Masonry, it represents duality, meaning you can only have good with bad or bad with good. So doing bad, this was a saying, I'm not going to say it exactly correctly because I don't remember it fully, but by Anthony Pike. Anthony Pike, that was his name. He was a 33rd degree Freemason. And he said, what you do by yourself, what you do behind closed doors stays with you forever. But what you do outside in the public eye balances that out. That's not what he said verbatim, but the meaning is there. Anarchist. I don't. Okay. Rastafari. Let's try another one. I seen this one before. Is that how you spell her name? We about to see. Freemason. MK Ultra. Freemason again. Take me home. Another MK Ultra. I don't think that's how you spell her name. I ain't gonna lie to you. Erica Badu. Erica Badu. Yeah, that's how you say it. If you know about MK Ultra, then you know. We'll look at one more because I have one more example I wanted to show y'all from the Bible, from a proverb. It says, whoops, Satanism. What else? Come on. Give me some. Crack the code. Anyways, y'all get the point. Y'all get it. Okay, so I don't have it on here, but we're gonna look it up. Okay, Proverb, Matthew. Damn. What is it? We'll just look up. Because I don't remember. It's 10:18. Verse 10:18. Okay, so I should have just left it. Now it should pop up. Right here. Luke chapter 10, verse 18. He replied, I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. Lightning. Right, okay. Okay. So speaking about lightning and Satan, tell me why there's so many lightning bolts on these logos. They speak through symbolism, right? The Flash, Black Adam. What does a lightning bolt have to do with Black Adam? Power Rangers, Zeus, Jesus, hey Zeus. Come on, yo. And you holding a lightning bolt. AC/DC. This is some vehicle, electric car company. This is some USA music group. I can't lie to you. I don't remember. Marilyn Manson. I believe it's a rock artist. Anthony LaVey created the Church of Satan. Gatorade, Black Eyed Peas, Kiss, Shazam. This is some hockey team. LA Chargers, Fallout, and this is some artist. And that's it. Hey, but if y'all like the video, go ahead and like it up, you know what I'm saying? Do what y'all do though. Shit, no matter to me. I know this teaching was kind of choppy, but there are some gems in here that I gave to y'all. So if you fuck with it, go ahead, subscribe. But hey, I'm out. Peace.